So now, just to remind you, we've gone through Gary Becker's work, not just his, a lot of other people, where you were using marginal analysis, basic micro, comparative advantage to come up with a theory of the household. Making that adaptation required some fairly heroic assumptions. You had to assume things like male altruism, or you had to assume things like female incompetence or male superiority or whatever. So, but here is the key. Once Becker did this, then it became possible to ask questions like, wait. That result depends on an assumption about male superiority, female inferiority, male preferences, female preferences, potential comparative advantage. So what is great about Becker was that he gave us a moment when we could say, let's look at this model. Let's look at what we have to assume for these results to hold. Which also means then you're in stage 2. What if this assumption was wrong? What if I changed the parameters of my model? What if I changed my assumptions? What if I changed the nature of my model? Would that be better at explaining what I'm seeing? Would it require less heroic assumptions? Would it be a different way to understand what's going on? So the next stage is bargaining models. Just like Becker adapted microeconomics to develop a theory of the household, so too has a next generation of economists adapted the bargaining model, which is an update on the neoclassical model. It's not like a replacement, as in we're not saying the neoclassical model is wrong. It's more that we're saying this update shows us that the neoclassical model is a special case of a general case. If we've got new models that replace the original neoclassical equilibrium with game theory, maybe we can use that same idea to replace Becker's theory of the household with new models using game theory. That is our next unit. So in terms of imagining what we do next, just remember, just because you don't like Becker's conclusions doesn't mean Becker's wrong. Becker's still useful because he's the first guy who showed us how to use mathematical modeling to explain household decisions using economics. He got a lot of things wrong, but he innovated that. Now, our task is to say, all right, I don't like his models. Are there other models? That is the next year.